Yo, tickle my sphincter. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy here, and today I'm basically just going to talk about exploits and the various types, how to use them, what to watch out for in the year 2023. Now, I made a video like this a while ago. It did decently well, so I thought I'd make another one just updating all of you on the new things that are coming. So let's jump right into the shit. Into the cesspool. So there are two types of exploits like I stated in the last video, still server sides and client sides. Client sides being Synapse, scriptware, etc. and server sides being ARIA, serverside.fun, and Metability. So what is a client side? A client side is basically an executor for Roblox that only executes scripts on the client. Now, this can be used to do a lot of things that can be seen by the server, but majority of the time it's not. Due to filtering enabled, basically you can do stuff that the clients can do, like mess with meshes, animations, walk speed, etc. And if you develop games, you can imagine the abilities you can do with this. Now, back in the old days, exploits used to be server-sided, due to filtering enabled not preventing what scripts are ran on the server. But sadly, even though this was great fun and probably the best era of Roblox exploiting, we will never see it again. Due to a lawsuit by a particularly upset parent because someone probably me was in a Roblox game using an exploit back in, I would say, 2017, pulling their Lego cock out and slapping someone's kid with it. After that, Roblox introduced what we all know as filtering enabled and basically made every single game forced to use it. Some notable exploits are Synapse and scriptware. The old days there was Elysian, RC7, Intriga. I mean, the list goes on. But Synapse and scriptware are currently the best ones you can get. However, there are some free ones if you don't want to pay that are a little more shady and use APIs to run, but they get the job done. I would still not advise using them as they are not open source and you don't know what you're running. Or you could just go into C# and use one of the APIs and create one for yourself using one of their APIs. I'll have both these exploits in the description for you to check out if you're interested. Now, for server sides, there are some you should just not plainly buy, period. The ones you shouldn't buy are Synergy, Zephyl, and basically any random startup that hasn't been here for multiple years. The reason I say this is due to the fact that server sides are extremely volatile, with the method they use being backdooring Roblox games using models, plugins, or manipulation, other shady tactics, vulnerabilities in games with remotes. At any moment, it can be taken down. Either their module can get deleted or, plainly their Discord can get deleted. A lot of things can happen to server side. Just with them being server sided, obviously this gives you the ability to execute scripts that the server can see, basically bypassing FE completely, making the old days possible again. Now I got this. Now we can just kind of go up to a little kid. They're probably on their iPad. It's probably like 2 a.m. Imagine you're just a little kid in your mother's basement enjoying a nice smoothie at 2 a.m. for whatever reason, and your mom's asleep upstairs, and you're just you're up too late. But yeah, like I said, since the server sides are extremely volatile, they're a lot more likely to be exit scams. The newer ones are. For example, some notable exit scams are Rainbow2U, Tiva's server side, and I hate to say it again, but Synergy, even though they're still up, they've exit scammed 3 times now. Now, with that being said, some have not been affected by this, which includes Serverside.fun, Arius, Metability, as well as Casper up to an extent, but they're still fairly new. I would say the best server side out currently is probably Serverside.fun, due to the fact that they have hundreds of games and are constantly adding new ones. Arius is always adding games as well, but it's undergoing some development changes, so right now currently it's kind of down. It still works to an extent, but I don't have all the games posted on there, so it's kind of just in limbo right now. Metability is also known for having decent games, but sometimes they have downtime, but they've been pretty stable throughout the whole process. All these will be linked in the description below, so you can check them out there. Now, some changes for 2023. So Roblox has stepped up their security significantly, with them being $1 billion company also. It's kind of problematic to have stuff like this running these little Roblox exploit empires. So what they've done is they've added something called Bifron. I haven't looked too deep into it. I don't necessarily know how bad this is going to affect anything, but from the exploit community, it seems like it's going to make it a lot harder for developers to bypass. So Synapse was talking about going monthly. I don't think they have. I'm pretty positive they haven't yet because I still use it. Don't know if scriptware is, but y'all can check for yourself on the website. It doesn't affect server sides at all because server sides are backdoors. They're not technically third-party programs. They're just part of Roblox, so they're not technically, they can't be affected by Bifron. Now, if you wanted to make either of these, for a server side, it's a little more difficult. For an exploit, you can just use an API, but for a server side, you're gonna have to find a way to bypass Roblox's updates where they've made it to where model botting and all the old methods that people use to make server sides are completely patched. So you'll have to use your thinking caps. Now, Vermilion. So Vermilion is a website that was started a decent time ago. I don't remember the exact date, but it was started a long time ago. And basically, it's the hub for exploiting. So a lot of it's pretty toxic. So if you're gonna go on there, I'd recommend just kind of staying away from people and just kind of like using it to get programs, exploits, or whatever, because it's safe for that because they moderate it, but everything else I would not associate with the community because they are extremely fucking toxic and they do some shady shit and people have been swatted on there, all types of stuff. So if you're going on for Million, I would just stay away from that side and just use it solely for getting scripts and exploits and stuff like that. But yeah, there's also a server on Discord that shows all the current legitimate server sides. It's called Sideless. I'll leave that in the description below too. And basically they keep every server side that's legit and not an exit scam up and on tap, so you can know which ones are legit if they're there or not. So, but yeah, that's all for this video. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and don't get arrested.